Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up? A gracious good morning to you good people. It's your girl KB. You know what I do and you know why I do it. It is Wednesday, July 10th, and it is 2:50 in the a.m. It's been a rough week, y'all. It's my first week back to work after a lovely staycation, and got my mind right. I got involved in a couple, two, three things that I'm going to follow through on to the nth degree, and following some dreams right now. I'll keep you posted on that, and let you know the status of certain things. I think I will announce it on my birthday, so stay tuned. But that's not what I logged on to say. My morning message this morning. I hope it just kind of wakes some people up to certain things that are going on. Here's the deal. Now, usually on Tuesdays, I meet with a group of women and, do my little counseling, whatnot, and that's that for pretty much for the day. So, in conversation yesterday, I kind of laid back and just listened. And recurring theme in the conversations that I heard were about fathers or partners, spouses, doing what they're supposed to do. Well, I appreciate that because they're doing what they're supposed to do. And I started thinking about all the things that everybody is supposed to do. And, I use the air quotes because there are a lot of things in life that we're required to do. But do we do them? And then my mind went to scripture, which it often does. The good I want to do, I cannot do. Why? Because it's not in my nature to do it. Bottom line. So whatever that is that you think you're supposed to do, you got some issues. And the very first issue is character defect. Bottom line, character defect. Let's just call it what it is. We don't want to do it. We feel forced. Or we have that Frank Sinatra mentality. I'm going to do it my way. Yeah. Surely the Lord did not say. So we change it up, change the wording up a little bit, because it's all about our comfort. And what? You've heard me say it? Convenience. And nothing can be further from the truth. So as I'm thinking about the scripture, this is what popped into mind on what we're supposed to do, what we're required to do. Okay, I'm going to start at, let me go to the bigger verse here. It's in the book of Matthew. I'm typing as we speak because I have one verse singled out, but I want to read, a couple of verses before and a couple of verses after. So it's the book of Matthew, and it is chapter 22. And we're going to go down to 34. So Matthew 22, beginning at verse 34. It's entitled The Greatest Commandment. That's the heading above this little passage, okay? So hearing that Jesus had silenced the Sadducees and the Pharisees pause, breathe. Hearing that Jesus had silenced the Sadducees, the Pharisees got together. Oh, you gonna bully people, eh? That's how you roll, eh? So they got together. The sets got together. This is one of them, an expert on the law. Notice how this phrase, an expert on the law, tested him with this question. What makes you an expert on the law? Because many of us read scripture and have scripture for anything and everything in life. Yeah, I think the statement, the expert on the law, was put there on purpose. This just is my take on it. Was put there on purpose to highlight the fact that, we cherry pick the word in order to support a lot of stuff that we do that's not about God. Because if you're an expert on the law, that work begins at home. But see, this expert is dealing with other folk. That's just my take. Okay, let me try this again. A little slower. Can you tell I get excited about just getting into the word and dissecting it? Okay, anywho. So hearing that Jesus had silenced the Sadducees, the Pharisees got together. One of them, an expert on the law, tested him with this question. Teacher, which is the greatest commandment in the law? Okay, so the catch is what? Did you pick up on that? He's trying to bait him into an argument to define which scripture they can use and set aside as, sanctification, while the others are malleable and open for interpretation so they can justify what they do. Does that sound like most of our faith walks? See, but he's trying to set the stage. You hear what he said? He said this is the only thing we got to pay attention to. And most of us do that. Because it's about our what? Comfort and convenience. Jesus replied, love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment. And the second is like, love your neighbor as yourself. All the law and prophets hang on these two commandments. So, Jesus got them right back. Because if you love the Lord with all your heart, all your soul, and all your mind, you're going to keep all the commandments. What you're supposed to do. And then, when you do the self-work, you're going to love your neighbor because you recognize your struggle, so you recognize their struggle. So it gives you empathy and compassion. Boom, bottom line. So, what are you supposed to do?